welcome to the Why and ROI of Cause Marketing, Strategic Community Engagement for Maximum Result. This is presented by the Philanthropreneur Foundation and System Summit to help our speakers understand why their participation is so valuable to us and why we appreciate your work. First of all, let's talk about what is strategic community engagement. It's really what you need to think about as a business. Is your business outside of this graphic? Are you floating and not using the community to your business advantage? So it becomes a business needs that you need to do this. All you have to do is find alignment in the community of your purpose and passion. This is now the new normal. And then we're going to show you how to implement specific strategies to help you have strategic community engagement. As I said, it's a necessity, not an option. We are in what is called the we era. There are two different eras that we actually swing back and forth between, just like a pendulum, every 40 years. There's the we era and the me era. We happen to be right in the middle of a we era. And this impacts marketing and the way community and society responds to certain stimuli. Right now, it's all about community. That is why Facebook and all of these social media platforms exploded back in the early 2000. In fact, in 2003, things started to change. Everybody wanted to be a part of a community. But in order to stay competitive, you have to understand what that community needs, your consumers, what they want, because consumers are demanding it. They will change and switch companies based on how much you are involved in the community. Big corporations have been doing it forever. They really went on an all-out campaign back in the early 2000s. They do it every day. You probably see it now and don't pay much attention to it. But much of their marketing campaign and strategies is about how they help others in the community. It's very subtle now, and the changes weren't quite obvious at first. But if you start paying attention, you'll see what has happened. But you're probably thinking, but I'm not a big business. I don't have the money to run those type of campaigns. Guess what? Yes, you can. And you don't have to have big money to have an impact in the community. So let's think strategically. That's what it takes to get some real clarity on how you can use your resources, your expertise to really expand your exposure, to increase the impact you have, and to actually boost your credibility. I call it the secret sauce. So let's find out what your secret sauce is and what does that mean. It's your why. What's your why? Passion, purpose, profits. I like to say none of those can stand alone. You need to have all three as the pillar of what you do. Passion, I hope you have passion in the business that you have included purpose to move it forward, and that you're trying to build profits. That is the foundation that we are built on. Think of our name, Philanthropreneur. Philanthropy and entrepreneur. The two need to work together. So we do have options. You could set up your own nonprofit, and that's called internal, where you, as an established company, creates your own nonprofit or system or program of how you give back to the community. You can establish the congruence, which we'll talk about in a minute. You can be that strong component and have it as a part of your business development strategies. But guess what? You have to finance all of that. You have to put in and invest in everything, the nonprofit and the programs. And so the investment is quite high. It's doable and it is an option. But let's look externally. You could partner with a cause that's already there, that's already doing the work in the community. You could assess whether your company goals matches their cause. You could assess whether your culture, your purpose, what you're doing matches that cause. You could identify whether or not their target audience is also your target audience. And that is finding congruence of interest match, which will build and have an impact on both of you. It's mutually beneficial. So let's talk about those three elements. Congruence of interest is the right fit. And remember, you are thinking strategically. You're thinking about your business. This is like building out a business plan. How are you going to scale and have your business be effective and efficient? So you have to think about your goals and the culture. Are they aligned? And that means congruence of interest, that the organization that you're working with and supporting is the right fit. The second element is impact investing. Is it the right focus? Because you want to get the maximum value for your assets that you invest. And remember, or maybe I should point out, investing is not always monetary. Sometimes it's help. Sometimes it's tips or assistance, guidance, support, advice. All of those are considered to be investments when you're working in the community or working with a cause. So it's about looking at what is the right focus for the assets you have in your company to make an investment that will have impact. Yes, I'm flipping these words all around, but hopefully you'll understand that impact investing is bigger than just giving monetary value. Then the final step, which many organizations actually overlook, is called meaningful marketing. And that means, do you have the right message? Often I hear business people, entrepreneurs, companies say, well, we're not doing it for the recognition. I say, why not? Because when you put and create a marketing strategy built around the work you're doing in the community, it's more about them. It's not about you. You are helping that cause get their message out in the community. You're helping them have meaningful marketing. You're impacting their success. So, meaningful marketing means that you're putting out the right message to the community about the cause that you're supporting. Therefore, you're getting the maximum value for your assets invested because it becomes mutually beneficial. It's called the cause plus effect strategy and marketing. So, I just gave you three different pillars that you need to think about. And the Entrepreneur Foundation, through System Summits, we like to say, we got you. Because as a speaker, you are an industry leader in certain systems and processes that help other small businesses. That is what we do. We are already aligned with your goals. So in terms of congruence of interest with System Summits, your expertise is aligned with the Philanthropreneurs Foundation's mission. Our mission is to build capacity through education, awareness, and resources. You as an industry leader and expert are that resource, and you provide education and awareness. The impact you're having and the investment that you're making is that It's aligned with our audience, and you're going to have an impact on them to become stronger, more effective, and efficient. You will be an influencer. You can help other organizations grow. Also, you're helping yourself grow. So the impact is external and internal. You're going to have an impact by sharing marketing strategies. You're going to talk about what you're going to present, the value, how you're going to be an expert in the industry that you serve. And then you're also going to have the impact of affiliate commissions. And that's two-way. There's two different return on investments here. You as a speaker become an affiliate. And through all of your marketing, you're going to help us, Flanchpreneur Foundation, get a greater audience. But we also have external affiliates. And that means our marketing efforts will be expanded exponentially to all of their networks. And so the return on investment is huge here. And so the impact investing is a great bonus. But let's talk about the third pillar, meaningful marketing. Don't worry, we got you. We're going to provide you with the tools and the roadmap of how to do it and when to do it. We're going to give you branding and email swipe for both uh, social media, emails, newsletters, all of that will be provided for you. Personalized image decks and our branding messaging will be provided for you. All you have to do is add your personal messages detailing what you will share, your expertise. And guess what? That's marketing for you. That's marketing that you should be doing anyway. And so it adds even another layer onto this meaningful marketing. But more important, you're going to have community impact because you're going to share your message and have an influence on the success of a nonprofit in the community. So, wrapping this all up and putting it into our formula, System Summits is congruence of interest for you as a speaker, especially those that serve small businesses with products and services. We will promote you as a speaker, as an industry leader, and highlight you as being one of the dynamic people providing educational content. And that's what you are, congruence of interest. With System Summit, you're going to have immediately impact and an investment that will serve you well. We are serving the nonprofit sector and we're helping you have that impact into the community. And finally, meaningful marketing will help you increase your profits. It will help you also increase your credibility. Meaningful marketing will help the philanthropreneur increase its own programming because with our upgrades, you will get a commission, but also those that do upgrade will have access to all of this educational material for a lifetime. This meaningful marketing program is the foundation of what we have built this program on. Yes, people can have free access to our systems. We definitely would not want to block anyone from getting it, but they only have access for 48 hours. So your meaningful marketing will help not only the Philanthropreneur Foundation, but also you have a greater return on investment. So let's wrap this up. If you have burning questions, please reach out to me, Dr. Victoria Boyd, at vboyd at systemsummit.com, or you can drop me a call. But also download the full e-guide, Cause Marketing for Speakers. It can be found at System Summits, but it's also on the Philanthropreneur Foundation speaker page. So it's easy to access. Make sure you grab it. It is the complement to this presentation and goes into a little bit more details of how to set up your marketing strategies. And it even talks about, if you're not working with us, how to set it up with other organizations. Send your burning questions. Looking forward to hearing from you. Now, go submit your speaker application. We'd love to have you on board.